Hi, this is Deepak with 91 Mobiles and I have the Lenovo Vibe K4 Note with me. The K4 Note is the successor to last year's very popular K3 Note and I'm going to take you through a full review of this new smartphone. The K4 Note is priced at Rs 11,999 and for your money you get a 5.5-inch Full HD display. In terms of horsepower, there's an octa-core MediaTek 6753 processor clocked at 1.3 GHz, which is mated to 3 GB of RAM, and there's 16 GB of expandable internal storage. For photography, you get a 13 megapixel primary camera and a 5 megapixel shooter up front. There's also a fingerprint scanner at the rear, and the device features stereo front-facing speakers on the top and bottom of the display. The Vibe K4 Note is powered by a 3300 mAh battery, and some of the other features include Dolby support for the speakers as well as a special VR mode that works along with the Ant VR glasses, which are provided as a bundle along with the device. In terms of design, the Lenovo K4 Note features a metal frame that runs around the sides. The rear is curved slightly, which makes it quite comfortable to hold. The rear panel is plastic, but we found it to be quite flimsy. The front gets a bit of character thanks to the stereo speakers on top and bottom, but one of the downsides is that the navigation keys are not backlit. The K4 Note's 1080p display is pretty capable and is very sharp, displaying colors accurately. For tweaking the display, you get a few options hidden inside display settings, and these include adjusting the color balance and choosing options like a comfort mode, which protects your eyes. There's a custom mode as well that lets you specify the color tone and saturation on your own. And there's a smart brightness mode which adjusts screen brightness based on harsh lighting conditions. The options also include a glove mode which enhances touch response if you're wearing gloves. The software setup includes Android Lollipop 5.1 with Lenovo's Vibe UI on top. Now, Vibe UI doesn't feature a dedicated app drawer, but interestingly, there's an option to switch to a stock Android launcher if you like. Customization options include a theme center as well as the ability to change the sequence of the connectivity toggles available on the notification pane. There are tons of preloaded apps, and these include Lenovo's own like ShareIt and SyncIt, apart from quite a few others: McAfee Security, UC Browser, WPS Office, Evernote, Shazam, Facebook, Skype, Twitter and WeChat. Now, most of these can't be uninstalled, which means you are stuck with them in case you don't use any of these. Some of the special features that Lenovo offers include control over notifications as well as app permissions on a per app level. There's Lenovo's Secure Zone Management, which lets you set up a separate password protected zone if you want to keep your private and work life separate. A very handy option, we think. Power saving modes include a regular battery saving mode as well as an ultimate power saver as well. An option labeled feature under settings offers quite a few handy features, such as quick snap, which lets you double press any of the volume buttons to take a picture or double tap to wake up the display. There's also an option to use the fingerprint scanner for different functions like back and to access multitasking. Talking about the fingerprint scanner on the K4 Note, it works quite well, it's quite accurate and works fast to unlock the device. However, the limitation is that this device can store only 2 fingers, whereas most others with fingerprint scanners can store 5 fingerprints. That's not really a deal killer, we think though. Talking about the Vibe K4 Note's camera performance, this is a look at the camera app, and it offers a very clean, minimal looking interface. Up top, you'll get an HDR mode and a toggle to switch to the front 5 megapixel camera. The available modes include panorama as well as effects. The K4 Note shoots quickly and focuses quite fast as well. When it comes to the performance, we've seen a few images that look washed out and the colors look muted, but apart from that, you should walk away with reasonably good images, especially in daylight. The low light performance is not very impressive, however, but the front 5 megapixel camera performs reasonably well. In terms of performance, the K4 Note delivers smooth usage, especially when it comes to day-to-day apps. Now, app launch times are not the fastest and the phone is not really in a hurry to get anywhere, but overall the performance is rather smooth. However, we did face a few issues while running heavy games like Asphalt 8 Airborne. Now the phone lags considerably while playing intensive games, and that is a major bummer as far as we are concerned. The 3300 mAh battery on the K4 Note delivers reasonably good performance, so you can expect this device to last you a full working day with medium usage. In our battery drain test, wherein we play a video on loop and set the volume and brightness levels to 50%, this phone lasted for about 9 hours, which is a slightly above average result. Priced at Rs 11,999, the K4 Note is a compelling smartphone and offers a lot for your hard-earned money. The metal frame, the curved design, the capable display, the decent camera performance, reasonably good battery life, and smooth overall performance make it a very compelling option. However, it's still a bit of a mixed bag and there are quite a few things that we don't like as well. Before we get to them, however, it's important to touch upon a few other factors like the stereo speakers and the VR mode, which are also quite helpful. When it comes to the downsides, we think the camera could have been better, but the lag while gaming is more of a concern. Further, when it comes to the competition, we think that the K4 Note does fall slightly short. Options like the Honor 5X pose very serious threat to the Lenovo K4 Note, but it's the Lee Eco Lee 1S which is the closest rival to this device. The Lee 1S ups the ante with its full metal body and a faster processor, and as far as we are concerned, it's the Lee 1S that we'll be choosing. That said, the Lenovo K4 Note is still a very worthy option and worth a look if you're after a daily driver that comes from a well-known brand. Thanks for watching.